Ooba chaka, ooba chaka, ooba chaka.
I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me.
That's all we need. That's all. That's good enough, man.
All good, man.
Wait, was that Pulp Fiction or Reservoir Dogs? That was no.
I don't know.
It was one of Quentin's films.
He's got great films.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out
Great
which one.
soundtracks, geek.
Yeah, it
great
was
cast.
either Pulp or Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, I haven't seen Pulp. My brother's a huge Pulp guy.
You haven't seen Pulp?
No. Reservoir Dogs, though.
If anything, those are the two films that you should watch, and that's it.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
oh, no, I'm a big Django guy, man. You seen that?
It's okay.
Oh, I love Django.
Like, it's just like I like his younger stuff. Like it's just it was more raw, and even the first Kill Bill, I like that.
Kill
too
Bill's
as well.
great.
I didn't like the second Kill Bill, but
yeah, the first one's just too golden. You can't follow that up, man.
Well, speaking of which, look, I mean, TMC. Yeah. I got TMC's hoodie here. It's freaking the yellow jumpsuit. Talk about Bruce Lee and bringing it back.
All dressed like a pylon. Right? We're good to go.
I know that's all I needed, right?
Yeah,
but choose Dahl for your plumbing needs and discover the peace of mind that comes with their unwavering reliability and exceptional service. Experience the Dahl difference and join the growing community of contractors who trust in their expertise and rely on their products. Check out Dahl at www.dahlvalve.com and on social at dahlvalve. Do you dread the office? Are you spending your personal time on paperwork? Join the club. The good news is there's a solution that isn't hard or overwhelming. With Synced Up's estimating and job tracking software, you can plan for it and hit your profit goals, all while cutting your estimating time by up to 90%. Do you know where your money is going? Are you sure you're even making money? Synced Up will show you exactly where your money is going with its simple budgeting tool, revealing those cash leaks so you can take back control of your business. Do you wonder if all those payroll hours are making you money or costing you money? Synced Up tracks your unbillable labor, helping you optimize for project efficiency and ensuring each job is profitable. At Synced Up, they're here to help contractors thrive, not just survive. Get a budgeting consultation with a Synced Up expert looking over your shoulder to help you optimize your company's budget for free using the link in the show notes. If you love what you see, you can use the TCL discount and get 20% off on your first 6 months. Annual plan is required. Just click on the link in the show notes to book your call with the sales team and mention the TCL podcast. Check out syncedup.com and at syncedup on IG to level up your business. This podcast is brought to you by Redmond Distributing, a proud family-owned and operated HVAC supplier, serving Ontario for the past 22 years. With warehouses conveniently located in both Mississauga and Ottawa, they specialize in providing premium HVAC and hearth equipment across the region. Redmond Distributing is committed to supporting HVAC businesses with their dedicated customer service, reliable warranties, free training sessions in their operational facility, inventory management, and free delivery to most locations in Southern Ontario. For a partnership with true HVAC equipment specialists, choose Redmond Distributing. Explore more at www.redmonddistributing.com. Are you looking for a sustainable and durable real wood solution to elevate your next project? Let me introduce you to the gold standard. Thermery, the world's largest and most trusted manufacturer of thermally modified wood and sauna materials. Their wood is like the superhero version of regular wood, stronger, more stable, and ready to take on whatever Mother Nature throws its way. With a wide range of thermally modified wood products from decking and cladding to sauna and statement walls, when you choose Thermery, you're not just investing in quality, you're investing in the health of our planet too. Join countless architects, designers, builders, and homeowners who have trusted Thermery to bring their vision to life. The best way to fully experience the Thermery difference is to hold the real thing in your hands, so visit their website today at www.thermeryusa.com and also find them on IG at thermeryusa. Looking for cutting-edge solutions for your spray foam needs? Look no further than Elastichem Specialty Chemicals. With a remarkable track record spanning over 3 decades, Elastichem stands as an industry-leading supplying contractors across Canada with top-grade closed-cell, open-cell, and specialty foam products and accessories. Experience hassle-free spraying in both summer and winter with Insulthane Extreme, Canada's groundbreaking HFO closed-cell product. Time is precious, and we know it. Optimize your efficiency and avoid downtime by choosing the best products with the best technical and customer support. Elevate your spray foam game today with Insulthane Spray Foam products by Elastichem. Give them a try today. Visit their website at www.elastichem.com or give them a call at 187-787-2436. David, welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on board. I know that we met through Laura.
Yeah,
that's how that
my plumbing adventure.
Yeah, exactly,
yep.
right? So she's been on the show, and then I bumped into her recently too at CMPX and everything like that. It was a whole plumbing thing going on. Were you there?
No, I didn't get to go.
You didn't get a chance to go there?
In school.
Yeah, it was a good experience. It was smaller than what I remember it being, but it was still a good experience to be there, right?
Yeah.
So technically, 4th year, you're still in trade school.
Yep.
Love plumbing.
Oh yeah, love plumbing.
But you're on the fence on union, non-union, or are you gonna?
Oh no, I think there's pros and cons to each. Like I'm part of 46. I think there's, like I said, it's kind of, you got to take what you can take from it. So again, I'm speaking from my own experience.
Yeah, of course.
So
100%.
I find a lot of the guys that are non-union tend to know a little more because you're forced to know. Whereas in the union, I found that you're stuck in one area and that's what you're doing for either the rest of your career.
The bathtub Johnny thing.
Yeah, like I know a guy that's been doing bathtubs for 17 years, and that's all he does.
He likes it?
He likes the pay. So he doesn't want to go up anymore, which to me is kind of a joke. Like
What is the pay at that point?
5th year pay for, I think he's ICI, so he's probably pulling 38 an hour, roughly.
Just installing bathtubs.
That's all he does.
Every single unit.
Yeah, they don't worry about, there's no stress as being a journeyman.
There is no stress. It's pure
cookie cutter.
Serenity now.
Same thing. I couldn't do that, man.
But a lot of union. That's what the union.
They kind of force you to do, like in my own experience. So like they kind of force you into one thing. So like I worked for a low-rise company, and if you did finishing in houses, all you did was finishing in houses. There's a guy I knew that for 10 years, all he did was fire caulk, and then he bitched to the union, and they're like, all right, let's fix this. And then all he does is boilers and finishing. There's guys that just rough in, like. I kind of find that
but they're all
embarrassing.
licensed plumbers.
Yes and no. But the licensed guys, the licensed guys I know are good, but they won't know anything past their sectors.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like you're missing an opportunity that if you're gonna get to this point where you actually become the licensed plumber,
it's embarrassing to call yourself a journeyman.
You can't.
Yeah,
you shouldn't.
That's why I think there should be a practical portion to the Red Seal. You have to rough in. Now you're going to go troubleshoot this portion, and then whatever. We want you to draw this just because you can't build like a 6-story building on a day, but draw it out for us. I want you to draw it out. Like I think there should be a whole.
The majority won't be able to.
Well-rounded, exactly. I think,
but the majority of custom resi will be able to.
Yeah. Like for me, I found that doing low rise, because I did piecework roughing for a year and a half, 2 years.
Okay.
It carries, I find that's kind of like the base to your meal. So everything after that's kind of your spices that make it good. But if you have the base down, everything else it's the same shit on repeat. Like different material. Maybe there's an extra thing like, it's not all just sinks anymore. Now you got floor sinks to think about. Maybe you've got grease interceptors to think about. I did a gray water pit just to change the pumps with Romeo Mechanical. Is awesome.
This is all like amazing stuff that I'm fascinated by. It never applied to me because I never dove into those waters, like literally. But you guys need to know this stuff. Like when you put in those situations, you need to know it, right?
I would be, if I was licensed, I wouldn't want to be that guy that's like, I'm just lost and I need to call someone or subcontract. Like I'd want to have at least a small idea of what I'm looking at. Because that to me is just a little embarrassing.
So, I mean, this show's about talking about plumbing, union, non-union, just the whole plumbing industry and what's going on, young, old, the landscape, sector, everything. That's what we're going to talk about. And I don't want, I definitely don't want to knock on the door, and I don't want to like be the opening scene in Casino and my Cadillac explode. I don't want that. But I'm just like, from what I've been told, because I'm not that versed in the union world, but a lot of people that tell me about the union world, there's like the union today are designed to help the weak.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But again, like I said, there's a lot of benefits to the union.
There's a lot of benefits.
The schooling that you can get from the union. If you apply yourself in the union, you can become an amazing plumber. The same thing, even non-union. But the opportunities are there for, like, if you go to our night school list is crazy. The extra licenses you can get, just extra information, even if you're not getting licensed in it, to learn, it, to me, is... You're not going to get that anywhere else. There's a huge benefit to that if you're a union member, and you should take advantage of that. And I don't understand the people that don't.
Well, they go back to Bathtub Johnny, where it's like they get so happy with, I don't have to think about anything and I'm getting a paycheck.
Yeah.
I literally just have to show up at work, do my job. I know that if I do this many things during the course of the day, I did my day's work and I got paid for it, and times that by 5, times that by 52. And
Here's
that's
my
it.
pay. Yeah.
That's my pay. And I know what the end of the rainbow is all about. I know what my pension is going to be. I know
that's where you get those things where people say it's like hide and seek for $1,000 a week. That's a bad saying, man. It's a bad image. And I think I'd love to change that. Like if
how do you change it though?
It
would cost you more.
Oh yeah.
To be a part of that game, to find these people.
Yeah, there's that, but there's also, I think the way an apprenticeship should be structured shouldn't just be you're stuck doing one thing. I think you should be forced to change. You should go through everything. So again, with the union, you're in one sector and it's kind of an ass to get out of that sector and go somewhere else. Like it's on you. You got to argue for it because they want you to stay in your one sector. You're building your pension in that sector. Other than that, I don't understand why they won't let you switch around. My experience is I started doing service plumbing where you need to learn how to troubleshoot. You kind of have to have an understanding of everything. Went to the rough-in, did the finishing. That's kind of whatever at this point.
Yeah.
Then I went to ICI where it's like that's a whole other animal. But again, it's you got the foundation from rough-in. You can pretty much do a restaurant. You're just adding in, like I said, you're adding in the seasoning to your meal. Mm-hmm. So it's the extra stuff now, like grease interceptors, floor sinks, different types of material. But then I think you should be well versed in every single sector, including high rise, in order to be a good plumber.
I agree. Because what you'll learn in all these different applications, but let's flip it back to what the stigma is associated with the union, though. It's about assisting the weak.
Yeah.
So it's like all of a sudden you're going to get a large portion of people coming into the industry in that specific trade won't be able to succeed. They will not be able to pass and move forward if you're asking them to do that.
Yeah, I think it gives them more of that, we have the best of this. Like, yeah, he's the best finisher because that's all he does is finish. So I really think that structure should be changed completely.
How long has that been that way?
I don't know. I've been in the union
far back as you can think of.
Yeah,
right?
I've been in the union for a few years now.
You ain't gonna change it. The union was a great idea in the early days about helping.
I still think it is
support.
Yeah,
but I think it's a manipulated idea these days. That's the problem.
Yeah, like I said, it's kind of just you can get, there's pros and cons to it. And
where did you get? Okay, so on the job training. Was it the like commercial first or was it resi first?
No, so I started with service work with the plumbing expert with Ellie.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
So So
you know a bunch of the guys that have been on the show so far.
Oh yeah. That's another thing you learn in the trades. It's a small community.
Oh,
you better watch what you say.
Yeah.
Watch your reputation because that'll come back to bite you in the ass real quick.
Yep.
But yeah, Ellie was my first boss. Got me signed up as an apprentice. I did, I think, 8 months with him.
Nice.
Doing service work. Ellie is a guy. He's
a great teacher.
He's a great guy. I just see differently business wise. So for me, it was like, okay, I need to go learn something new. He doesn't do a lot of rough-in stuff, and I wanted to learn how to rough-in. So I made a couple phone calls. Somebody from my mom's high school was in the union and was like, oh, here, gave me some numbers, got me hooked up. Went to the union, started with just doing finishing, which, like, whatever. And again, I run my mouth a lot when it comes to, I want to learn. Like,
on the site?
No, in general. Like, I want to learn. I don't want to sit and do one thing.
Hang on. You say you run them out. You mean you're asking questions?
What's the word I'm looking for here? I'll advocate for myself, whereas most guys will sit silently. But a lot of guys don't like that. So I don't like the fact that I was just doing finishing, so I bitched.
You speak up.
Yeah, I bitched a bunch of times, and then they're like, all right, go to this guy. So I went to a piece worker, and you're tossed right into the fire with piece workers. They don't give a fuck. Like, you're going to learn or you're going to burn. That is that mentality. It was great, though. Like, I'm at the point where it's helped me a lot in school because I didn't fully understand what I was doing, like that aspect of it. But I knew how to do it. Like, if you're like, oh, go rough in this 3-piece, go tie in 3 washrooms to the stack, whatever it was, I'm like, oh, I can do it. I can size it, all that. Then when I went to school, I'm like, oh, I know what's going on. Now you're just putting it into a code. Exactly. Like, it would just piece together better for me. And then there's some stuff that happened there. Left that company.
How long were you there for?
A year and a half or 2 years.
Okay, that's a big chunk of change.
Yeah.
How was the school?
School, I just started now. I'm at Sheridan.
So how's it going? The instructors, the classmates.
Classmates are awesome.
Everybody's kind of in the same mindset?
I like it because everybody's from a different field or like different sector.
Okay.
So my one teacher put it best. He's like, if I gave you guys the red seal right now, you would fail. But if I gave you all the red seal to do it together, he's like, you guys would pass with flying colors. Which, as school's gone on, because we got like 2 weeks left, I can see what he's saying. Because there's guys that are in like Timbuktu, Perry Sound, and they're working on like out of ground sewage pumps. Like I've never seen a sewage pump out of ground. It's always been dug.
Okay.
Guys that just do like the actual water services or the mains like to neighborhoods. Never done that in my life, but there's guys that do that. There's people that have done service in every single sector. There's guys that work in every single sector. There's a whole group of high-rise guys who are lost unless it's above 6 stories. But like overall, like you can see, like everybody's got knowledge in their own way. And
but this is done by design.
I don't know.
Or is it
you just get called in.
You just get called in that way, and it's just you fall into that particular.
Yeah, you just get a whole group of people with different experiences.
So what's your now that you've got a taste of a little bit of everything here, are you figuring out what the best course for you is?
I'd like to go into high rise just to do it.
Experience it.
Yeah, like I love doing cast iron. It's awesome, and you feel like a real man just slinging cast all day.
It's hard work.
I know, but there's something about it that's like really interesting. But I just really like the service side because I like getting I love problem solving, and I find you do that the most in service. Plus, if you do service work and then go to do any kind of rough in after, you'll look at it differently because you'll think of it for a future perspective of like, if I need to snake this drain, if I need to change this valve, if I